Praises and cheers, family. Praises and cheers, family. Praises and cheers, family. So, the foundational base of health that most doctors and most health practitioners that tell you a lot of things and they tell you a lot of things and they teach you a lot of things don't want you to actually know. This is your God, Dr. Baba Amin Rave, here with a small video that I think can go a long way. So, when it comes to health, the foundation of health is based in the three N's. All right, you got to remember the three N's. The three N's is neuroplasticity, neurogenesis, and neuromelanin. All right, the three N's are your primary base focus of health. All right, so how do you hydrate and upgrade your neuroplasticity, neuromelanin, neurogenesis? Okay, this is the question that needs to go off in your head. See, they don't tell you none of this when they're giving you health protocols, when they're giving you diagnostics. And they're giving you diagnostics from not even thinking on this mindset half the time. Some do, most don't, okay? So, when it comes to upgrading your avatar to the base of health, you know, the foundations of health being set in stone for the rest of your life, right? You have to understand how the nervous system works, okay? The nervous system works based in the meridians and the nadis under the nervous system, okay? But even to get to the meridians and the nadis under the nervous system, to increase the three N's, you have to hydrate and clean up the blood, the lymph, the tissues, which is your organs and your glands as well. All right. So hydration is pretty much the base of what the word health is all about, because hydrogen being the smallest molecule, it's pretty much a wave of ether called an electron. That's pretty much what hydrogen is. And so we're talking about getting to our ethers inside of our meridians and nadis. We have to start off with hydrogen, you know, the base of what we know as health. And so hydrating, let me step over here. Hydrating your body and hydrating your mind, obviously, is the first level to even get to your nervous system. Then when you get to your nervous system, you want to go under your nervous system and go to those channels, and you want to clean those up, hydrate those, open those up, and then stretch those even bigger. As you stretch those even bigger, more ether, waves of electrons, i.e. hydrogen, can flow through your meridians, upgrading your three N's, your neurogenesis, your neuroplasticity, and your neuromelanin. All right? And so if this isn't the base of what we're talking about when it comes to health, then you're always left short-circuited. You're always left pretty much out to dry. Literally out to dry, out to age, out to not be holistic in all of your approaches, because your mental or yi foundation isn't, you know, guided towards its actual power, or still working on, or pretty much still just moving away the sickness to different parts of our bodies or different systems in our body. We're not actually covering what actually is the purpose of health, okay? People haven't thought of that. Same thing with spirituality. What is the purpose of spirituality? What is the purpose of health? These questions need to go off in your mind, and there needs to be a solid answer in your mind. A solid answer in your mind for you to have a great foundation to whatever health that you want to go into. So I'm making this video real simply, real short, so that we always have a foundation. We always have a foundation of what health is when we're talking about it, what spirituality is when we're talking about it. All right? Health and spirituality. What else is there? Psychology? Same thing. All right? What is the psychology of health? What is the psychology of spirituality? Because without those, what purpose do we have on this earth, right? What purpose do we have in this realm? What purpose do we have to use English? What purpose do we have to use these bodies, okay? So that is the foundation of where we are going towards as a collective. Like, we pretty much, as a collective, don't have these foundations, so we don't even know what we're doing. We're just, playing a game called Hide the Trauma. Hide the trauma however you can on earth until we have this foundation. Once we have this foundation, we can actually move forward with making maps, proper diagnostics. See, the health is in the diagnostic. The health is in the diagnostic. The diagnostic is in the foundation. All right. So if I get a client and they tell me whoop-de-whoop all their symptoms, I'm going to diagnose them with knowing, based off what I heard from them, how much do they know the foundation of health. That is going to give them the best diagnosis of how they should start to move forward, because you can't upgrade the body without upgrading the mind. You can't upgrade the mind without upgrading the spirit. You can't upgrade the spirit without upgrading the body. Okay? There is an alchemical formula that needs all three of these things to move forward and to move it into higher levels of reality that everybody wants. Everybody is a plant. Literally, we have melanin all over our body, 4 different types of melanin in each single human vessel that is looking to grow from the ether, the 9-ether, the 6-ether, and the 3-ether that comes from the sun. The 369 ethers that come from the sun. All right. The melanin is looking to grow. So how does that grow? It grows through neuromelanin, neuroplasticity, neurogenesis. All right. And so if that isn't the base foundation of every single health protocol in existence, then we're not working holistically off the rip. That means there will always be holes in the aura. That means there will always be parasites in the aura, resulting in parasites in the mind, parasites in the body, holes in the mind, holes in the body, etc. And we call those things cancer, right? All right. And then cancer leads out into cancer in the family. Cancer in the family leads out into cancer in the collective. All right. And that's what we have. All right. That's what we have. So praises and cheers. We're going to be starting up some Buddhahood trainings very soon here. We're just going to get the organization going so that people have that solid foundation. And if they want to, pretty much work under a master like myself, Dr. Baba Amin Rave, we have the ability to, stay really close to our people that can give us that tribal support. So that's what we're moving forward with. Reality is these Moorish Buddhahood trainings so that people can see that Kashite resemblance inside of themselves, that same intelligence that built these pyramids after the last flood 10,000, 12,000 years ago, and the ones that kept the memory from the previous Atlantean, Lemurian ages, the Kashite Empire all over the world, that eventually took all the information straight out of the flood and recreated the energy of the previous world and took the show on the road and created their empire around the world. And so to tap into that intelligence, you need the 3 N's. For sure, you need the 3 N's to be the foundation of your health. All right. If that's not the foundation of your health, then what are we talking about? So we're talking about heart health, brain health, and gut health when we're talking about those 3 N's as well, because that's where the main faculties of the nervous system we're at. And so if we don't know how to hydrate the heart, the brain, and the gut, and create a systematic structuring for them to structure, rewire, and regrow and upgrade, then we don't know the basis of what we're even talking about when we're talking about health in general. So this is, once again, Dr. Baba Amin Rave. It's been a pleasure to map out the foundation and the base of health and diagnosis and psychoanalysis and spiritual advice and upgrading in ATC. This is the simplicities of the simplicities, and we are looking to further balance the octaves of these simplicities to higher and higher octaves, to where you can pulsate a lot more of these simplicities out to the world once you've embodied them more. So once again, bruises and cheers. Send me a DM if any of this lights you up, and we will go forward from there.